Hey everyone, ending here for another episode of War in the North. When we last left off, we were going through this crazy barrow, and I think we are getting close to getting through this whole area. So let's go ahead and proceed past this safe area we have here. Alright, still nobody inside here. This whole past room didn't have anybody in the whole area. And so I'm just wondering, you know, what's inside here. We did get another, like, cool new sword and a few other things from the last room, but nothing too interesting so far. Let's see what we got here. Wow, there's nobody in this room. I'm worried about this. Whoa, what is that?
Luan, he lives. Can you hear me, Luan? Awake.
Oh, dang.
No strength can prevail against this sickness. What good are swords in the face of this plague? What in the name of... Eredon?
Yes, it's me, my friend.
I have been dreaming.
Yeah. Are you alright?
We should escape this burrow. Are you strong enough to walk?
But if I was brought living into this tomb, then the same would be true for Kalaran. We need to find him.
It's our plan.
That's what we intend to do. Are you strong enough to join us?
Yes, I think I can keep up with you.
Let's go before any more dead things decide to turn up.
Yeah. Dang. So we got another follower. Cool. Okay, let's follow this ranger guy. I don't know if I trust him. There's loot here. Let's get this first. Awesome. He's making a pretty good pace. Alright, hold up, buddy. Oh, dang. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's fight these guys for real.
Let us stand and fight together!
Goodbye, buddy. There are so many of them now. It's like all of them just showed up here. Alright, we're gonna leave that for now. Let's see if we can find this loot back here. There we go. Trusty sword, what's that? So concerned about the loot and not concerned at all about this guy. Alright, not anywhere near as good.
We strike as one! It's time to put an end to you!
Here we go. Alright. So yeah, that happened. Okay, yeah, doors ominously opening means nothing at all, I'm sure. Oh, this looks like the boss area. Okay, let's go.
It's Kalaran!
No, it's not. Oh, dang. What? Well, he seems friendly.
What's happened to him?
Rangers, hear me! The Borrow Watch controls him. Defend yourselves. We
You can
must
shoot him
strike down.
still.
He's a friend. I cannot.
The man you knew is dead. This is but a cruel trick. Defend yourselves.
Take on a ranger!
I can't do that.
I don't think I've done any damage yet. Here we go.
Not yet.
Sorry for killing you, buddy, but you leave us no choice. Oh, dang, he just teleported there. I guess we can't go any closer, okay. Dang, that hurts like crazy. How do you dodge that? Alright, so let me know in the comments below if you know how to hotkey these, because I've tried to figure out and I don't know how, so I have no idea how you hotkey those potions.
I cannot do that yet.
Love that skill.
We strike at once.
What does that mean? I don't like the look of that.
More time.
Okay, I think one more wave and then we're done. Just heroically hiding behind the pillar here. But that definitely works. Dang. This is crazy. Okay, next round of this. I love predictable boss fights in games. There's something cool about it. Come on. Dang. Oh, so much loot. And, you know, him being killed. Oh, look at all that. I love that.
It's a hard thing to see a good friend slain. Harder still to see his remains desecrated in this
Oh,
manner.
no.
But at least now he is at rest. But you, how are you bearing up?
First Black Riders, now Barrow-wights. This is more than men should have to contend with. But where there is life, there is hope. Thanks for your concern, but I will be all right. I owe it to those who have fallen to go on as best I may.
You should come with us.
You've been through a terrible ordeal. Perhaps you should come with us to Rivendell. Or we could take you to Bree. It's not far away.
No, I feel my strength returning. I'll soon be myself again. And then I will bear Kalarin's body away from these tainted tombs. He should be buried with the rest of his brothers who fell at Sarn Ford.
That'd be fitting.
That would be fitting. I hope that he will rest in peace. Farewell, Lewin.
Oh, man.
Good luck to you, Eridan.
Okay, that was that whole level. That was amazing. I think we're on our way to Rivendell now. Ah, that's awesome. Wow. Hugo Weaving right there. All right.
Eridan, it is good to see you safe. Elladan and Elro here told us of your actions at Fornost. Such courage and skill brings honor to all the Dunedain.
Indeed. It is an honor to welcome one so brave to my home, and your companions as well.
I am grateful for what you did at Fornost. If Agandar's forces had joined in the hunt, there is little chance that I and my charges would have made it here to safety.
Elrond does not sound like an elf at all. What happened after Bree?
I am glad to have been of service. What befell you after we parted?
I found the hobbit Frodo Baggins and his companions and led them through the wilderness, hoping to throw the Nazgul off our trail. All the same, 5 of them attacked our camp at Weathertop, and Frodo was badly wounded. After that, the enemy pursued us almost to the hidden pathways of Rivendell itself. We never would have saved Frodo, except that we had the help of Elrond and his people.
Why pursue? Huh? I already know why. How did you escape, buddy?
How did you manage
I already
to
know
escape
both of
them?
these.
The river of this valley is under the power of Elrond, and it will rise in anger when there is need to bar the ford. As the Black Riders attempted to pursue Frodo across the river, they were swept away in a great flood.
Why pursue a hobbit?
I still cannot understand why the most dreaded servants of the enemy would pursue a hobbit in this manner.
I think it is time we told our newfound friends what they have gotten themselves into.
Gandalf!
Gandalf, so you are involved in this as well?
Indeed. Wherever there is trouble and strife, and the enemy is stirring, there you will find Gandalf the Grey.
Well then, can you explain why the enemy is so eager to get his hands on a poor little hobbit?
You have more than earned such an explanation. Tell me, what do you know of Isildur's Bane?
Ring of Power?
Isildur's Bane? That is another name for the Ring of Power.
I don't know how I know that.
Quite right. The Ring of Power. The One Ring.
In-game, I
The
mean.
ruling ring. After lying lost and nearly forgotten for centuries, Sauron's ring has once again been found.
Do you mean to say the halfling Aragorn rescued has come into possession of the Dark Lord's ring?
And you think it's a good idea to tell us all this?
Small
That
wonder
explains
the
the Black
Dark
Riders.
Lord sent his deadliest servants to search for it. What will become of the ring now?
There is no safe resting place for the ring, not even here in Imladris. It is a danger to all who come near to it. There is only one course left to us. The ring must be destroyed.
To do so, the ring will need to be cast into the same fires from which it was forged. Those of Mount Doom, in the land of Mordor.
Good luck.
The hobbit, Frodo Baggins, has agreed to take it there.
You're not going to send a hobbit off to Mordor alone.
No, certainly not. A fellowship will be formed. A fellowship of 9.
Good.
9 walkers set against Sauron's 9 Black Riders. Among this fellowship will be representatives of all the free peoples of the world. Elves, dwarves, and men. Aragorn and I will both be going.
Okay. How can we help?
What can the rest of us do to assist you?
The Nazgul and Agandaur are dire threats. We must learn all we can of their movements before the Fellowship is to depart. Scouts will be sent out in every direction to scour the lands around Rivendell. Your aid in this would be of great service to our cause.
Very well. Where should we start?
Agandaur is our chief concern. Although the Nazgul are powerful foes, their mission here in the north is abundantly clear. We can only guess what Agandaur may be planning, or where he went after he escaped from you.
I suspect he may be planning to move against us here. Sauron's hatred of the elves is very great, and he does not forget the hand we played in his defeat during the War of the Last Alliance.
If it is strength he wants, he may well find it among the Etten Moors.
You know that region better than I. What can you tell me of the Etten Moors?
The Etten Moors are a spur of the Misty Mountains, lying almost directly north of Rivendell. It is a wild region of very rugged terrain, home to many trolls and giants.
I myself was in the Etten Moors but days ago. I saw no sign of Agandaur's presence. But neither did I encounter trolls. That fact alone is troubling. It could be that they are gathering in force, somewhere among the moors.
If so, it is best we learn of it before they can take us by surprise. We will scout the Etten Moors to see what we can discover.
Yeah,
From
why
what
not?
I have heard of you, from Aragorn and Elrond's sons, I expected no less. Still, you have had a long road and hard fighting to get this far. Take what time you need to rest and recover before you set out. The Etten Moors are a dangerous place for the unprepared.
The hospitality of my house is yours, for as long as you wish.
Awesome. We are in Rivendell. That is super cool. Oh, that is really cool.
Ah, Eredon, it is good of you to seek me out. You have grown into a fine man of the Dunedain. Your recent deeds of valor have proven your worth.
The eagles could help us.
At Fornost, one of the great eagles came to our aid. Perhaps the eagles could help with the ring.
I don't fault you for thinking along those lines. Why not beg a ride from an eagle,
Yes.
fly far out to the west, and drop the ring into the deepest part of the sea? Such ideas were debated at Elrond's council. But there are many things in the deep waters, and seas and lands may change. We cannot think of our time alone. We must destroy this thing forever.
And fly to Mount Doom.
Then have an eagle fly Frodo directly to Mount Doom.
Indeed. So simple as that. You think so mighty a creature as one of the great eagles could simply waft into Mordor and escape the eye that never sleeps? No. Not all the eagles of the Misty Mountains could stand against Sauron and the
That's
full
absolutely
power
right.
of his ringwraiths. It would be folly. Nor, for that matter, do the great eagles take orders from us.
Thank you for finally putting that answer in a game just straightforward as possible. Love that. That is absolutely true. Thank you, Gandalf. Suppose you're right.
Pardon me. I had hoped there might be another way, and Frodo could be spared what awaits him.
You have a good heart, and I wish it could be so. We debated many such notions. I had even given thought to dragons. There was a time when dragon fire could destroy a ring of power. But even if the mightiest of the dragons of old, and Calagon the Black, were alive today, his fire would not be enough to consume the One Ring, Sauron's ring. No, there is no other way. Frodo must go to Mount Doom. And
That's
you
awesome.
have a foe of your own you must contend with, Agandaur. And there is no telling what allies and powers he is gathering.
Agandaur.
This man, Agandaur, have you ever had word of him before?
Though I know nothing of Agandaur himself, I have seen his kind at other times in distant lands. He is likely a black Númenorian, and a master of dark sorceries.
He's truly dangerous.
That would make him distant kin to the Dunedain. I thought they'd long ago faded into myth. It also means he's more dangerous than I thought.
Who can say what promises Sauron has made to him? Perhaps even a ring of his own. At the very least, Agandaur expects to rule all of the North. He would be a cruel tyrant.
Yeah.
The elves he will seek to utterly destroy. Hobbits, men, dwarves, any that survive, will be enslaved. And he will raise an iron kingdom in the north, in mockery of the ancient glory of Arnor. This is his dark dream. It must never come to pass.
Agreed. Why attack the north?
The Dunedain kingdom of Arnor fell long ago. There's nothing left in much of the north save ruins. Why would Sauron build a force here?
Sauron seeks dominion over all of Middle-earth. His desire is to order all things as he sees fit. Even were these lands empty from here to the sea, still he would seek to control them. There is power in Rivendell that could stand against him when all others fall, for a time. And this is something Sauron cannot allow.
I like how Elrond's just creeping back over there. It's just ridiculous. Alright,
When
Entmoors.
first we spoke, you said you recently passed through the Ettenmoors. Can you tell me more?
It is a rough and empty land, home to many trolls. I passed through with great haste, for I needed to reach Rivendell as quickly as I could.
Alright, I think we're
I should be
repeating
going.
ourselves.
Farewell, Gandalf.
That's pretty awesome. Alright. Let's see if Elrond wants to talk about anything else.
Greetings to you, Eradan. I am pleased to welcome you to my home.
Thank you.
I had heard your name spoken with praise by Aragorn even before these recent events. You have more than proven the value of his judgment. The Dunedain are often our guests here in Imladris, but I would be pleased if you would consider this house as your home whenever you may have need of it. But
you.
I gather you are here for more than an exchange of pleasantries. Do you have questions for me?
Oh yeah, we found the scroll.
I found this scroll at Fornost. I thought it best to bring it to your attention.
A wise decision. This is writ in the black speech of Mordor, a language I will not utter here. It is intended to instruct the reader in the use of dark sorceries.
What should we do with it?
Then it is good that we captured this from the enemy before it could cause further harm. What will become of it?
I will destroy this scroll at the very least. But wait, here I discover more. Listen to what is written herein. Scribed by the hand of Agandaur,
Dang.
disciple of the great Lord Sauron, for the empowerment of his servant Wulfrun and those others of his faithful who prove worthy. I will speak no more of these blasphemies, but it does say that this scroll is one of 7 such works.
Then we must find others.
So 6 more remain. Perhaps we can capture them as well.
That would be a great service to our cause. Should you recover them all, bring them to me, and I will ensure they are destroyed.
I will.
I will be certain to do so.
In the meantime, please accept this in appreciation for bringing this matter to my attention. Perhaps it will be of service to you in your travels.
Thank you for the mysterious
Thank
object
you
I
and
don't know what you
farewell
gave me.
for now.
Choice reward from Elrond. Efficiency, powerful shot, retribution. Da, 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 da. Powerful shooting, okay. Aragorn.
Eredan, I am glad of this chance to speak with you. I wish to tell you how proud I am of all you have accomplished. Halbarad has taught you well, and your acts of courage honor the memory of our brothers who fell at Sarn Ford. Knowing I have the loyalty of such men strengthens my resolve.
Agandaur.
I gather you had never heard of Agandaur before these recent events.
I had never heard nor dealt with Agandaur specifically, but I know his kind.
Yes, yes.
Years ago I served in disguise in the armies of Gondor, where I contended with the corsairs of Umbar, who were often led by those akin to Agandaur. These black Númenóreans are a corrupt and wicked race. They worship Sauron as a god and seek the utter destruction of all who oppose him.
You know what? I don't think
Until
we know anything
next
else.
we meet.
How cool is that? Oh, that is really cool. That's awesome.
Welcome, Eredan. I suspected you would find your way here before long.
You know me?
You know my name, yet I do not believe we have met.
News travels swiftly in this household. I suspect everyone in Imladris has heard of your exploits by now. But such adventures are often hard on one's weapons and armor. Perhaps you have need of my services?
What are you making?
What task are you working at now?
My fellow smiths and I are preparing for a great work. Soon we will be called upon to reforge the legendary sword Narsil. In the meantime, I've been sharpening my skills by practicing the art of imbuing gemstones.
Cool. Imbuing?
What do you mean by imbuing?
Simply that certain objects have inherent virtues, and a skilled artisan can, through his craft, increase those virtues and bind them to an object for advantage. Gemstones are very strong vessels for this process. Sadly, appropriate gemstones have become difficult to find. The growing trouble throughout the land keeps travelers away, and our own people are staying closer to home.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This game knew about imbuement long before Lodrover figured it out. That is good. How can I help?
Perhaps I can help you with that. I will be traveling soon.
I would be pleased to have your help. I will provide you with a list of the types of gemstones that are of the greatest value to me. If you collect the stones, I am certain I could create something that you would find useful.
Cool.
But to be of use, the gemstones must be of the highest quality. Fortunately, we have as a guest a dwarf of the Lonely Mountain. Glóin is his name, and he is skilled in the appraisal of gems of all sorts. Once you have gathered the stones, allow him to examine them. He'll know if they are suitable.
Alright.
I should be going.
This is so beautiful. Oh man. They did an amazing job.
Pardon my curiosity. but you don't appear to be one of Elrond's people.
No, I am one of the woodland folk of Mirkwood. My name is Legolas Greenleaf, the son of Thranduil, king of the woodland realm. But I too am curious. You don't appear to be one of the men of Dale, nor one of the Beornings.
Because I'm not.
I'm Eridan, one of the Rangers of the North, the Dunedain.
Ah, one of those who follow Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
Mirkwood?
Tell me about Mirkwood.
Mirkwood is the greatest woodland in all of Middle-earth. It was called Greenwood the Great, before the shadow of Sauron fell over it. In ages past, it was a place of great beauty. But now, it is filled with darkness and dread, save only in the north where my father's realm is maintained.
Alright, goodbye, buddy. Oh dang, is that Bilbo?
Hello, you are one of the Dunedain, are you not? Please allow me to introduce myself. Bilbo Baggins at your service.
Eridan, at yours.
Always happy to meet one of the Guardians of the North. I've heard about what you and your friends did to help my Frodo and the Dunedain reach Rivendell safely. You'll have to tell me all about it one of these days so I can write it all down properly.
Are you a historian?
Write it down. Are you then a chronicler, Mr. Baggins?
A chronicler? Oh, no more of an enthusiastic scribbler, really. History is just one of my interests. Lately, I've been working on poetry, mostly. Say, maybe you could help me with that.
Oh, great.
I'm writing a poem for Aragorn, and I'm a bit stuck on a line or two.
Let's hear it.
Is that so? Well then, let me hear what you have.
Very well, very well. The verse that's giving me trouble runs like this. The light from the west is rekindled. Forth from Imladris it springs. Renewed is the hope that has dwindled.
The light from the west is rekindled. Forth from Imladris it springs. Renewed is the hope that has dwindled. To challenge the Lord of the Rings.
Hey now, that's not bad. No, maybe I can work with that. You missed your calling, my friend. Perhaps you should put down your weapons and take up a pen.
I'd like that.
I hope one day I will be able to sit at ease and compose verse. But I fear that day is still far off.
Oh, I'm afraid you're right, but since these old hands are not much use with the sword, I'll just keep on with the pen. Though I'll need some help. Perhaps you could show this to the Lady Arwen. She has her people's gift with words, and this touches her deeply after all.
Arwen?
Arwen? Who is she?
Why, she's Elrond's daughter, of course. And Aragorn's beloved as well. Although you didn't hear that from me, she's a sweet lady, and I'm sure she'd be willing to give me a hand with this.
I'll take it to her.
I will take it to her.
Ah, thanks very much. Be sure to give her my compliments, won't you?
I shall.
I will indeed. Farewell now.
Okay, that was pretty cool. This is a really cool place, I must admit. Look at this guy.
Well met, friend. It's an honor to make the acquaintance of one of Farin's valiant companions. I'm Glóin, son of Groin, from the Lonely Mountain.
And one of Bilbo's companions in the quest to slay the dragon Smaug. It's an honor to meet such a famous dwarf. I'm Eridan of the Dunedain.
I heard about that business at Sarn Ford, and they say the three of you brought down an orc chieftain at Fornost.
That's right.
I expect I'll be hearing of even greater deeds before long. It does my heart good to see a dwarf, an elf, and a man working together again. Reminds me of the old days, it does, when the three kindred fought alongside one another in the Battle of the Five Armies.
Don't forget the eagles. We gotta do that.
We must
one.
not forget the great eagles. They have been a great help to us, just as they were to you and your companions.
Well spoken. Thorin's quest and the Battle of Five Armies would have met disaster without the help of the eagles. You're fortunate to have gained the friendship of such noble creatures. Your life may well depend upon your choice of friends, whatever kindred they be.
I'm convinced that my character here is just completely focused on making sure the eagles work their way into every conversation. That's great. Maybe it will help Frodo.
Sauron's attention will be focused largely on the south. Perhaps if we thwart his plans here, it will distract him.
That's my thoughts upon the matter too. Be the stinging fly in the ointment, as it were. Only this fly's sting will be deadly. And it's time to be about your business.
Okay.
Bye. And good luck to you.
He said goodbye to us for once. Alright. I like how I'm just casually carrying around my sword all over Rivendell. Frodo.
Hello. You are Aradan, aren't you? I was hoping I would get a chance to speak with you.
And you are Frodo Baggins. Aragorn and Gandalf have told me about you. And your burden.
Okay.
Likewise, they have told me all about you. I wanted to thank you and your friends for all you did to keep us safe on our journey to Rivendell.
You're very welcome.
You are most welcome, Frodo. It is only now that we have learned just how important our task was. I am pleased we were able to help.
It seems as if I owe everyone thanks. You, Aragorn, Elrond. Without the help of each of you, I wouldn't be here now.
It's a dangerous world.
Anyone who travels far in the wild is certain to find peril. These are dangerous times.
I've learned that only too well. I had hoped the danger would end once I reached Rivendell, but it seems as if it is just beginning. I hope I can find the courage to face the road ahead.
You won't be alone.
Take heart. You will have Aragorn and Gandalf with you. No one could ask for better companions on a dangerous journey.
Yes, I can't think of a better pair to have with me in a pinch than Gandalf and Strider. Without them, I would feel as if I was wandering alone in the dark.
Yeah, wish you luck.
I feel there is more to you than meets the eye, my friend. I trust that you will not fail us. Go with the goodwill of all who remain behind.
Friend to the ring bearer. Okay. Cool. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I am getting achievements like Friend of the Ring Bearer, apparently. Alright, we will talk to them eventually. I want to talk to Arwen first. I mean, look, it's amazing that, you know, you can see the water coming down there and just going all over here. And then going down this huge way over here. That is really cool. Alright, Arwen.
My Govannen, well met and welcome to the safe haven of Imladris.
My Govannen, Lady Arwen. It is a great honor.
The Dunedain are always welcome here. You have endured great danger and given us urgent warning of a new threat to the north. For this, we honor you, Aradan.
It is my duty as a ranger, nothing more. I am glad to be of service to my Lord Aragorn.
You show the modesty worthy of a hero. Estelle and my brothers have spoken highly of your courage at Fornost. Please, take your ease and rest a while in our halls. You will find all your heart could desire.
What do you think of Bilbo? Let's start with that.
I have watched hobbits from their borders, but seldom spoken with them. Is Bilbo typical of his kind?
I had once thought Bilbo unique. But now that I have met Frodo, I say that elves know less of hobbits than we think. They have a strength within that is far greater than their stature. How many of us, thinking ourselves strong, could have borne the ring as long as Bilbo did, without being turned to evil? It sustained him, so that he is now very old amongst his kind, but it did not stain him, nor has it lessened his love of poetry and song. Dear old Bilbo. I believe there is nothing he loves more, except a good meal. In that, he remains a true hobbit.
Right, here's his poem.
I have an errand I must not forget. Here is an unfinished poem from Bilbo. He asked for your opinion and advice, saying the subject is very close to your heart.
Then it must be about Estelle. He is fond of writing verses in honor of his good friend, and therefore often comes to me for advice. You may leave it with me, Aradan. I will give it some thought and answer him myself.
Thank you, lady. Perhaps the time will come when I can enjoy these gentle arts, but that time is not today. Your father has tasked me with scouting the Ettenmoors.
Then I will not keep you, but we may be of service to one another.
Here we go.
The sun shines and all is fair and peaceful here in Elmadris. A far cry from the blood and dust of Fornost, is it not? You and your companions did very well there. Indeed, things might have gone badly for us had you not been there. You have earned some time to recover from the toils of battle and hard travel. And I believe you will find no place better for the restoration of body and spirit than this, our home.
What will you do now?
It is pleasant, but I shall not stay long. I have promised to scout the Ettenmoors for signs of the enemy. But what of you? I cannot believe the two of you will remain idle for any length of time.
No, indeed. We are to set off at once on a similar mission to your own. Only we will travel south, seeking for signs of the Nazgul or other threats. Aragorn will accompany us at least part of the way.
What brought you to Fornost?
How was it you happened to be at Fornost?
We often ride far afield hunting the orcs, wherever we may find them. We came upon signs of a large band of goblins making their way from the orc hold of Mount Gram and followed their trail to Fornost, where we lost no time in attacking them.
Farewell.
I must prepare for my journey. Farewell.
Alright, time to proceed. Alright, well, I think that does bring this episode to a close. When we return, we will be headed towards the Ettenmoors, but that is not till next time. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of War in the North.